Hi Loc Lovers, it's me, Natty Ann. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, make sure that you subscribe if you're into locks, okay? So if you're a Loc lover like me, subscribe to this channel for more videos. Anyways, let's get into it. So today I want to talk about transformations, and we're talking about all the physical transformations that we could do to this vessel that God gave us, right? So in honor of that, we're gonna talk about the trending girl at the moment, which is Miss Blac Chyna. Now, if you don't know who Blac Chyna is, Blac Chyna was Tyga's pum pum.
Blac Chyna was Tyga pum pum. Kylie Jenner used PR pum pum. Take what Tyga from China pum. So China does the Kylie brother pum.
I'm sorry. Let me get serious. Okay, anyway. Let Spice tell you. So we know who, if you don't know who Blac Chyna is, Blac Chyna is, damn, who is she? Would you say she's an influencer? A model? A video vixen? Tyga's pum pum? I don't know. Like, okay, she has a baby with Tyga, which is a rapper. She has a baby with Rob Kardashian, which is a Kardashian. And her transformation is literally crazy. She is a very beautiful woman from the start. Very beautiful girl, but she had a lot of enhancements. We're talking like ass shots and fillers and taking parts from here and putting it there, fillers, lip injections, the whole nine. She does not have locks. I think her hair is natural, but she doesn't wear her hair out often. She mostly wears weaves and wigs and stuff like that. But why she's trending at the moment is because she's taking all of that stuff out. So she's getting rid of the fillers in her cheeks where she looked crazy. Like she looked like that, what is that? You know how Angelina Jolie had that movie? I think it's called Magnificent or something like that, where her cheeks was like carved and, you know, extra pronounced. That's how Blac Chyna was looking because of all of the excess fillers she was putting in her face, and, you know, her cheeks were protruding and she had filler in her jaw, fillers in her lips. Like, it just started looking cartoonish. And she's removing all of that. She's removing the enhancements she got done to her body. And she's going back to her normal, natural, God-given self. And a lot of the blogs and things are calling it a make under, which I don't really like that term because she's not making under anything. She's just going back to her normal self. She's going back to her true essence, which is her beautiful, natural self. And that's something that I'm happy for her. I think a lot of people are happy for her. She also got baptized, so she's stepping into her faith. All of those things are truly amazing, and I'm happy for the girl. Because them things can make you sick, okay? All that extra foreign things that you're putting in your body can make you very sick if you don't know what you're doing. It is okay to adorn yourself, right? And make yourself feel beautiful. Add lashes, add makeup, earrings, nails, all of these things, right? But when you're actually going in your body and cutting and being intrusive, I think that's going the extra mile, and you don't know if you can reverse these things. So I feel like us as women, we can get pretty insecure about the way we look because there's certain beauty standards out there, and a lot of it is not attainable, for real. Like, so for me, what I like to do to make myself feel good is enhance what's already there. I'm not trying to change it, okay? Because when you start trying to change things, it can get a little wonky. Did you guys notice something different about me? I have a new mole. I don't know if you're like me, but once I get a big ass pimple, the first thing I want to do is put a dot on it, because now it's a mole. It's a beauty mark. Do y'all do that? I'm crazy. I know. So now that the woman wants to reverse all of her surgeries, take out all of the foreign substances that she put in her own face, now all of a sudden this is trending, it's all over. She's getting so much press from this. And it just makes me think, like, why? I don't know, like, do y'all think that this is strategic? Because why is she getting all this press? And why should we really care what she does with her body? You know what I mean? It is what it is. If she wanted to leave all of that stuff or keep going with it, that's on her. But now that she's reversing it and she's going back to her normal cute face and her normal body, now she's getting all this press and attention, and I think it's just so interesting. I mean, the girl, she's been seen without eyelashes. It's like, damn. Now you're not even wearing eyelashes? Take the wig off too, if you really want to strip down to the bareness, you know? I was watching an interview that she had on somebody's show, and they blatantly asked her, like, why did you even do all of that?
You know, people will say, she is so beautiful. Why did she ever do this? How do you answer that question?
Insecurities and honestly what was kind of in at that moment. You know, being in like the industry, you want to have this image of yourself to look perfect, you know, and it's no such thing as that. It's no such thing.
And I was like, wow, your body, your temple, all of this that we have physically is not a trend, and we really need to stop following these trends. If you can't take it off or take it out right away, man, be very careful and think twice about what you're doing, because 1 minute the trend is this, and then when you finally catch up to the trend, now they change it back to this. We can't keep up. We can't keep up. And it's crazy because all of that BBL, Kardashian stuff that was going on, and your body had to look like this and you had to have the big butt and all of that. Them Kardashians, if you really pay close attention to them, especially Kim, they don't have those implants and stuff anymore. They are so skinny and so small. And if you look at the fashion trends and just pay attention to pop culture, you'll see that it's moving. It's not the BBL standard anymore. It's moving back to skinny. It's moving back to natural. So now that all of the regular people caught up to that, some people, a lot of women actually got their bodies done. Now the trend is natural. So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go back natural? Or y'all gonna, what are you gonna do? You can't keep chasing these trends. You need to be your own trend. The further we try to run away from who we really are, something triggers in your life to where you kind of have to go back to base. So who are you in your true essence? Who are you at the root? We need to spend time trying to learn ourselves, and no matter what you can do to the outside to adorn yourself and make you look good and feel bomb, the feeling really comes from inside. So we have to address what's going on in our heart, in our minds, and in our soul. So once you start learning yourself and being tuned into who you really are and learning about yourself, I really feel like that's what life is about. Like, we're really here on earth to really get down to the root of who we are, what we want, and how we feel about ourselves. Like, no one can really make us feel a certain way. You have to be strong in who you are. So I'm happy for the girl. She's getting back to herself, and that just makes me want to sit with that for a moment. Like, who is Natty Ann at its core? Do you ever think about that for yourself? Like, who are you? You know, what do you want in your life? What can you do to transform your life? And it doesn't have to be a physical transformation on the outside. That's the fun part. But how do we transform the inside and how we feel about ourselves? Either way, I think this is the perfect time for her to roll out this transformation, to document it, to share it with the world, because it's spring. Like, this is the time of newness. This is where the trees come back, the flowers spring. We have this burst of energy. We're finding life again. So since we're talking about transformations today, I want to know, how are you guys choosing to enter into the spring season? How do you want to transform your life? And where do you see yourself going? We're in quarter 2 now. It's April. It's April 2nd to be exact. So for me, I'm really happy that I started out working out last year around October. I started out with Pilates, and I think that Pilates is a gentle way to, get into working out your body, especially if you're new to that, and getting on a schedule that's low impact. So you're not like, it's not too aggressive. So now I'm going to end out my Pilates segment this month. I'm gonna do one more month, and then I'm gonna start doing weight training next month. So that's something that I want to change. And I did do something really exciting, but I think I'm gonna wait to share that with you guys. So stay tuned for that. Next week, I'll show you what I did. So we're wishing Miss Angela White, formerly known as Blac Chyna, all the best on her new journey. And I'd like to know what journeys you guys are embarking on this spring season. For me, it's all about wellness, okay? And this is a perfect time to get your stuff together. We are energized, the seasons are in rotation. This is get it done now season. So whatever you want to do, let's get it. If you're a lock lover like me, subscribe to this channel. I know today wasn't really about locks, but we can have a little fun and mix it up sometimes. Let's talk. See you next time. Bye.